What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View here on a Sunday evening, not a Monday evening, as we switch back to our normal slot time as Jill is pouring the most gigantic glass of champagne I've ever seen in my life. Jesus, woman.
It's a small glass. It's celebratory, okay?
Hope everyone's doing great out there. Obviously, we're having a little fun here as we're going to hang out for the next hour or so, talk a little bit of awards, winners, surprises, maybe some snubs if you have feelings on that. But a lot of stuff to talk through over last weekend just because the Schmoedown Awards of Season 8 are officially in the books, and we have plenty of time to talk about it before we preview everything and get ready for Season 9 of the Schmoedown. Jill, how is that champagne? How is your weekend? How's everything else going?
I've had this. My mom got this for me for my 30th birthday, and I haven't. It's like my really favorite cheap champagne. It is Barefoot Pink Moscato. So I was like, good time to open it. So it's very sweet. It's good.
That sounds like an instant headache.
But
worth it.
Probably worth it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feeling good. It's a Sunday. It's nice to be back on Sundays. This weekend was fun. I officially became one of those friends, and I got my first set of crystals. So I am officially
a whole other level now.
I am officially one of those friends. So
I've started doing that, but I'm afraid like I'm gonna mess up and bring bad juju.
So I got like aventurine and amethyst and rose quartz. Basically all of like the anxiety and stress relieving crystals I currently have in my possession. So
isn't the rose quartz love though?
Yeah, but it also brings positive energy.
So start throwing them at my kids at work. Throwing rocks.
Positive energy. Whack.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I am officially one of those. I'm one of those friends now. So
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, how's your weekend going, bud?
Chilling. We you and I went and saw Jackass yesterday.
Sure did.
I woke up this morning and my sides were hurting.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
we went and saw it on Friday.
I can't do Jackass.
And then let's see what else. Today was Costco.
You went on a Sunday again.
Going on the road.
It actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. When I left, though, as some guys trying to be cool driving down the street.
Sorry about your tinies.
Yeah, it's serious. When I was leaving, like someone tried to take the spot from another person that was waiting, and it was like, "I'm gonna kill you if you think about taking this spot." Like all this, and I was like, and then mind you, I had just gotten like a hot dog, so I'm like sitting there like. Like, do I pull over and like see what happens? Do I watch it?
Yes, you record that ish.
Yeah, of course. And then I just came
Post
home.
it on TikTok.
Serious. Oh, that would have been a good idea. Came home and I'm re-binging Euphoria, the first season.
So good.
I need to watch
to get to season 2.
You're re-binging it? Like you're re-watching it?
Yeah, because I watched season 1, but it was when it came out, and that was like 2+ years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed a refresher. So
apparently Jackass needs to win all the Oscars. He had to put it twice in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm down.
It's fine for me. So yeah, some Euphoria and some Pokemon on the couch. Not doing much. So
well, I mean, it sounded like you did quite a bit, Brian. So congratulations on the weekend, man.
I mean, Costco is not.
I mean, that's a trek, bro. On a Sunday, you did it.
Yeah,
but you got the Costco hot dog too. That makes
it's bonus points.
There, you need to reward yourself if you get through Costco. And a hot dog and a churro was what I needed.
Brian, just do us all a favor next time and don't go to Costco on a Sunday.
No,
it wasn't that bad. I honestly had no issues until I was pulling out of the parking spot and they like wanted to murder each other for a parking spot. So other than that, it was actually the easiest trip I've been through. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Molly Damon, how are you?
I'm doing good. We had a pretty eventful weekend. We also went and saw Jackass. We went back to our improv show last night and went to the dog park pretty much all day today. Day drinking.
Hey.
So I am in a weird place, but you know what? I got champagne. Actually, this is a French
Yes,
75, so champagne and gin. Clink.
Clinky.
Jeez.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Feeling good. Feeling great.
Oh goodness. Well, I mean that sounds great. That sounds great.
And you're in a good mood because I know what you got to do today.
Sure did. Well, look, we went and saw Jackass yesterday. Gabby and I actually quite an eventful day yesterday. Errands. Oh my God, what did we do in the morning? We did.
We
went
went
to
the farmers
We
market.
went to the Midtown Farmers Market, which is really cool.
Aw.
And if anybody saw my Instagram story, which if you don't follow me, it's totally acceptable. Like it doesn't matter.
It's not acceptable. It is not acceptable.
We went
You need to follow him.
We went to a Mexican coffee shop that was at the farmers market. Like they had a little tent, and Gabby got some Mexican coffee, but I got essentially what was hot chocolate, and then they put homemade marshmallow cream on the rim, and
I
they
saw that.
and they
looks
burn
so
it.
good.
So it's toasted marshmallow.
So it's like a meringue.
It's toasted marshmallow, and I had hot chocolate with toasted marshmallow, and it was amazing.
I wonder if it's the place that's 2 blocks from me, the Mexican coffee place.
No, they said they didn't have a shop. They don't have a shop.
Oh, okay. Then.
But they're there every Saturday, and we're gonna start shopping there for our produce because it's just. I mean, we got like 4 oranges and 3 apples for $8, and we're like, oh, okay, well, we need to start going there.
Because it's direct to consumer, so it's cheaper.
So we're probably gonna be there quite a bit, and I'll probably be getting a lot of toasted marshmallows in my future.
Go to a farmer's market.
And it's only a couple blocks from me, so that means we can go out for lunch every Saturday.
Yeah,
Sean, if you're listening, I want to go to a farmer's
Tank
market.
House, the Mas Tacos.
Yep, I agree with you.
All the places.
But yeah, and then today I finished the weekend off by go golfing, so
Hey.
that's always fun. I know nobody else cares about golfing, but I love golfing. So
I like mini golfing.
I'm preparing
yeah.
for Pebble Beach. I'm going to play Pebble Beach, the most prestigious golf course in the world, and I have
Where
to
dat?
prepare myself. Monterey.
Ooh.
Just type in Pebble Beach golf course and look at the views. The views are
It's
fire.
like a cliffside.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna lose a lot of golf balls that day.
Is
but
this a bachelor thing
Cheers.
or your dad doing it?
My dad.
No.
So
Cute.
But yeah, so I did want to touch on one thing, or we did want to touch on one thing before we get going here. Obviously, we see everyone in the chat. Thank you for all the kind words everyone has sent us over the weekend from Twitter, messages in the chat, obviously, for the win in the media category. Pretty surreal. Pretty surreal moment here, being 2 years old on this channel. And so thank you to everyone who voted, obviously, and it clearly counted. And we're now, one-time award-winning podcast.
Pew pew pew.
Where's our physical award? I want like a big trophy.
I need a triangle.
Alex Marzonia?
I was gonna legit. If we don't get like legit slices, I will commission Marzonia to make each of us a slice.
I would put it
Like
right
I'm
here.
not kidding. I will do it. I will text him right now and say, "Hey, can you
No,
make
just
me
hang out with me in the petting zoo. You'll be fine.
the non-existent petting zoo."
That would be amazing if I had everyone take an actual golf shot as like their entry into the wedding. That'd be amazing.
See, all I heard was shot.
Well, yeah, clearly. I know.
I'll take a shot off of a little golf tee.
I'll take a shot, right? I'll take a shot off that. Have you not seen those weddings where they have the sign that says "Take a shot, take a seat," and there's like a whole bunch of shots? Like,
Oh, trust me, we've had conversations about having that. So
yes.
Yeah. See, thank you, PJ. Thank you so much, Peach. Appreciate you.
It's funny because I've already jumped the wedding and I've already started with like, this is what your child's room needs to look like tomorrow or yesterday. And yeah, I told him, I think it's brilliant. He shot it down very quickly. Half the room is light side, half the room is dark side. Let the child choose their path. And he goes, no.
No, what did I say specifically, Brian? Don't say it out loud, but like, what did I say specifically?
Well, I had said only Siths deal because he said
Only
absolutely
Sith
not.
deal in absolutes.
And then I said only Sith deal with absolutes, and then he just said F the Sith. And
That's what Grogu needs to say to Luke when he's
Yeah,
supposed to choose one or the other. Come on.
Sith deal in absolutes.
oh yeah, that's a good point, huh? He's dealing in an absolute right there.
You're supposed
Literally, as you say that,
Yep.
Pete's comment.
Yeah.
Literally, you're supposed to not hang on to old emotions and stuff, but you're keeping your old master's lightsaber for how long now? Okay,
Yeah.
Luke, I see how it is.
My favorite thing about that whole part was just how he's like, ooh, look
Yeah.
at this shiny lightsaber.
Here's this metal shirt that you can wear, or
Here's this shirt.
the
Yeah.
lightsaber.
And he ignites it too. It's not just like look, it's cool, it glows, but no, let's ignite it.
Big media now. Heck yeah.
Tim, we have a huge mini golf place up here, and I cannot get Jake or anyone to go.
Scandia is not a big mini golf place.
That's pretty
Brian.
big.
No, it's not. It is so ghetto.
Oh.
That's rude. I want to try.
That's rude.
Sorry.
I will
Sorry,
say
but it is.
I will not go on those rides though, especially that.
No, did you-
never
did you-
go on the rides
Whoa,
in
whoa,
in
hold on a
golf
second.
now.
Especially the cage one.
No, hold on a
Absolutely.
second. You didn't hear about what happened with that a few years ago?
No,
Do I want to know?
So, quick story. So there
Is
is
it the cage one?
So
Quick story about
It's
murder and death.
It's a big.
Wow,
It's a big
you should be so
long.
excited.
It's a big long, like just stick that goes up and down, and each
It's
side.
like a giant propeller.
There's a cage on each side for people to sit in, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
Terrifying.
So you go around, and nobody was in it at the time. But my company, we were working on it. They were doing some repairs, and something had happened with the actual machine. It wasn't put together right, or it just got really old or something, and it fell over and it tipped our crane over.
I've
and-
seen people post something like that happening. Like I've
Yeah,
seen
and our crane, the cab, it went through a fence, and the spikes on the fence missed the operator.
Oh my
Like it was
God.
like it would have been like something massive.
Did it land on the
Ugh.
freeway?
No, it tipped over into
Yeah.
the actual mini golf area.
Because the thing is like right on the edge of the freeway. Too.
Yeah, and we had. I mean, there was a big crane. We obviously have very, very big cranes, but yeah, it brought our crane with it. Essentially, is what happened. Yeah, it's crazy. So don't ever go to a place called Scandia. They're just
don't ride the
Well,
ride.
just don't go on the rides. Don't go on
yeah.
the rides.
Okay, so look, we are here to talk Schmoedown, and we're gonna get into the awards. We already kind of covered the media award, and we'll probably get to it a little bit later if it gets brought up again.
We like to
Um,
talk about ourselves a lot. I'm just
Yeah, I
kidding.
mean, look, we deserve to talk about ourselves a little bit, you know.
we don't talk about ourselves a lot. Give us this moment, okay?
Last 13 minutes.
But we're gonna go through these as I have them in front of me. They might not be the way that they were actually announced, but they are the list that the poll was essentially. So the one we're gonna start with is Player of the Year, and I think that we all agreed when we were in voting, and we were kind of thinking that this is the way that all the voting was gonna go for in general, and that was Lady Justice Marisol McKee is the overall Player of the Year. Obviously, destroying competition throughout the year in singles, having a little bit of run in teams, but not too much. But her year came down to singles and eventually winning that title and then defending it in spectacular. Very, very well deserved on her part.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely. So happy for her.
Yeah, when you have to defend multiple times in your category being every movie ever, yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, 100%. Any goodness and good accolades that go to Marisol McKee, she deserves all of them. She deserves every single one. She is a shining light in the Schmoedown, and we're very lucky to have her. I do want to make a small comment, though, and I made the comment when I was watching with Jake and Brian about her background and her earrings that she had during her acceptance speeches. I don't know if that was a hint at IG. I don't know what's happening. I saw people also make that comment in the YouTube comments. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think she's just a nerd.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
But
But
I gotta
again,
find that now.
It's like a little power to show like the Game of Thrones behind you. It's like, oh, she brings that to the table, you know.
and
like,
and she had the Deathly Hallow earrings, and we all know she
Ooh.
knows her Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't put it like past her in maybe like a year or two. But I feel like now that she's won the singles title, and obviously that's like her main thing, I think she really does have something like teams on her mind. And if
Where's
her
the
and
rumor
Adam,
train when we need him?
if
Please. God.
Say it 2 more times and he might appear.
if you know, if her and Adam are lucky enough to stay together, I feel like now that they've both won the singles title, they're going to be like, okay, now we would love to win a team's title.
Yeah.
But I would not put it past her to be like, oh, let's try it, let's do it. And quite honestly, I could probably see her beating quite a bit of the IG players that we currently have in the division. So
she's a boss. She's a boss.
Mr. Berlin. Go ahead.
I just looked it up, and it is Game of Thrones in the background, and it's House Targaryen. So
it is.
Everyone's like, that's even more of like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
What were the earrings? Why? What
They were deathly hallows. They were deathly hollows.
That's right. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Jake, what
Mother
are you
of
drinking
Dragons.
that you make us drink?
Prozac.
Prozac. Cheers.
It's from one of my local breweries, Bike Dog. It's called Prozac. It's actually bad. It's like a really good beer. It's a West Coast IPA. But yeah, I love the name. Everyone someone asks me, it's like the favorite name is named Prozac. Yeah.
Prozac.
Interesting.
what are you drinking, Brian?
Brian's
I am
drinking
a classy SOB and drinking no. If you like soda, and I enjoy soda. These taste exactly like the drink. So it comes with Coke, cherry Coke, orange soda, and like a Sprite. The Sprite is the only one that doesn't taste exactly like it. It tastes just kind of like a margarita in a can. But the orange soda and the cherry Coke, you could pour it into glasses in actual cherry Coke, and I would have a hard time telling the difference.
All right, I might have to try that then.
They're so good. If it's getting me to drink like
Who loves
this,
orange soda?
Let's.
Kel loves
How about this?
orange soda.
So Brian's been drinking them to the point where last night we went to dinner, he tried both mine and Gabby's drink at the restaurant.
Oh,
That's what it's
I
baby
just
steps. It's baby
I just
steps.
do that to shut you guys up because you'll annoy me until I do it.
Yes, you're okay, Brian. Okay.
You
Okay.
drink liquid gasoline. Gabby's drink was tolerable.
Do you define whiskey as liquid gasoline?
I literally could have
fire.
blown a fire dragon out of my mouth if I wanted
A
to.
fire dragon?
Yeah.
As opposed to what other kind of dragon?
Ice dragon. There's zombie dragon.
Or
So Brian,
Brian, Harry Potter movie trivia, not for Jill, but for Brian. What's the dragon that Harry rides in Goblet of Fire?
the Hungarian horntail.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
He doesn't ride it. He has to get
Okay,
it from
fight,
it. Okay.
whatever. You know what I mean. You freaking noobs. Anyway.
What one did Fleur Delacour get? It was the Welsh Green. Suck it.
What about Cedric, Jake?
You know what? That's why I asked Brian, not Jill. Moving on. We
I
do
don't
have
know
a couple
any of
Streamlabs. We have a couple of Streamlabs that I want to get to before we get to the next one. First one comes on Theral. You all are going to have to help me digest this one, okay? Out 14 points. The results are Star, 1.5 Usual Suspect, 1.5 Dungeon, 0.5 Finstock Exchange, 2 Corruption, 4.5 Quirky Mercs, 1.5 The Den, 1 Swag, 1.5 Dungeon, only for Bateman, and The Den for Thomas. Big losers of the year. Oscar noms February 8th. More drama.
What are the scores for?
I'm bad at math. That's why I barely made it out of.
I think it's for the awards, maybe half a point per award is what it might have been for.
See, now I was counting to 100, so I was way off.
So I think if that would be the case, 4.5 points for the Quirky Mercs were the most, so maybe they got the most awards, is what I'm thinking. Because Dimalata got Match of the Year right with Alex. Then Shazam got.
Hey, Alex actually won.
Alex won.
I did watch his speech, and he was like, "You guys wanted me to lose so bad that you gave me an award for losing."
His acceptance was solid. It was great.
All right, then PJ Campbell comes in with a very generous donation.
Hi, PJ.
Hi, Peach.
He says, "I'm so proud of you guys, and I love all 4 of you on screen. Keep up the great work." Thank you so much, Peach.
No, we're not gonna keep it up. No,
we peaked, and now we're just gonna tank this.
We're out. We're out.
Now it's
Bye,
just
guys.
retirement. You just coast.
And the next one comes from Schmo Me the Money. congrats on the whole crew on winning the much-deserved Schmoedown Media of the Year award. You guys set the trail for the whole community. Oh, thank you. I don't know if that's Buck or Jeff, but thank you guys. Congratulations on your nomination as well.
Yes.
They are great too. They came out. They were not even around that long, and look at how
I'm just gonna say Schmo Money. Hey, just gonna say POV 2-0.
Go check out their show. It's
Molly
really
and I are.
I can't. I'm terrible at arguing.
See, if they wouldn't have put the pressure on it, like the 2-0, I would do it. But now I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I would be so bad. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Whatever.
You're right.
Jill and I thrive in that kind of situation.
Thank you, Buck.
Thank you. Buck said it was him. Thank you, Buck.
We love
you.
Buck.
Thank you, Buck. Appreciate it, man. All right, next award kind of sticks with what we already talked about here, and that's Singles Player of the Year. If you win Player of the Year, you better as hell win Singles Player of the Year, and that one goes to Lady Justice Marisol McKee as well. Much deserved. Look, first woman to win the singles belt, and then she defended against someone like Griffey Newman's.
And Chance.
Chance, you're correct. And Chance. In both live settings.
Yep.
Both live settings. So kudos and absolutely much deserved on that one.
100%.
Next one here is the IG Player of the Year. And again, kind of one that we figured was going to happen. Almost a lock because he defended 3 times this year. And that is the Mike the Killer Kalinowski, 3-time IG champ. Is he the actual GOAT of IG at this point?
Yes.
Yes. It has to be.
I agree.
When you win and defend that many times, how can you not?
Yeah.
I was actually curious to see if he was going to win just overall Player of the Year because I think.
So you know what's funny?
There was a good argument for that too.
I voted for him Player of the Year. Yeah, he defended 3 times, and each of his opponents, he defended against Chundru, Amaru, and Parker. Right? He beat Mara to win, and then and it's the 3rd time he's actually won the belt, and he's probably playing the best he's ever played. Like I totally understand Marisol winning Player of the Year, but my vote was absolutely for Mike. I thought what he did this year was incredible.
Yeah.
I did Marisol just because there's infinite amount of movies.
I mean, it's fair. I get it. Like I said, I get it.
Yeah. It was if you didn't vote for Kalinowski, you're just one of those I will never vote corruption Kalinowski.
Oh, 100%. Those are the exchange shills.
Plus, he was in 3 different divisions, playing a lot of matches.
Yeah.
So. I like that Jake's hyping up a corruption person with a red background today. It's very different.
No, it's US.
Yes.
It's US of A. Excuse me. Sorry. Red and blue.
Sorry.
Red and blue.
Talking about a corruption.
The Olympics are literally on right now, everybody.
The Olympics are happening.
Red and
I
blue.
watched some of the curling Olympics at the bar yesterday.
You were at the bar, and I was like, "Are you guys watching curling at the bar?"
You know what's funny is curling is actually like if you get into curling is like legit.
If you get,
that is a bucket list thing for me to try.
The other people at the bar were like really getting into it, so then I was like, okay, yeah.
With a few drinks, curling is great.
I want to see those people with actual brooms in their home, like if they actually sweep at home, like.
I wish.
But Michaela Schifrin's on right now, and I'm a big fan of the downhill skiing stuff, so I gotta watch.
Ooh. Nice. I was big with the speed skating until Apollo Ono retired. Now I don't watch it anymore.
Apparently, there's a 17-year-old USA phenom who is like the next Apollo Ono.
Oh, I need to watch it then.
Yeah, like apparently he's like legit. So,
and this is Shaun White's last Olympics too.
It is.
So.
Well, yeah, no, last snowboarding event period. He's retiring completely.
Oh.
Did they already do figure skating?
It's on right now. The team event is going on now. The individuals will start after the team stuff.
Does Johnny Weir still skate, or does he just do?
No,
he's commentating.
No, he just do commentary now.
Elaborate outfits.
Of course, as he should be.
Elaborate.
If he's not in an elaborate outfit, it's not Johnny Weir.
Yeah.
Come on.
I remember him on was it Worst Cooks in America? I think he was on.
I think so.
Oh my god, it was amazing. He got to the finals and it was hilarious.
He's great.
We were watching it at the restaurant last night in Germany. Like their section had like a giant inflatable.
They had a pretzel around them. It was amazing.
They were all
they were wrapped in a pretzel. It was so amazing.
It was pretty funny.
Love it.
Chuck, I do not disagree with that statement. Okay, let's get to the next
greatest sports film of all time.
Is Miracle the greatest sports film of all time?
For you.
Air Bud.
Sandlot.
Air Bud 2.
I think
Air Bud 2 specifically.
I think Field of Dreams might be
I've never seen that.
Oh my God. Okay, we're moving on. Next
I picked-
category:
I
Star
picked
Wars
Remember the
Player
Titans,
of
by
the
the way.
Year. Star Wars Player of the Year. This is a
Molly Damon.
hotly
Hey.
debated topic throughout the community, and I think it was pretty much started by Tim Sim. Yes, I'm calling you out, Tim Sim. And the major, Thomas Harper, walks away with this one. I think rightfully so. He went undefeated. He wins the belt. He defends a spectacular. I understand the argument for Andrew and what he
100%.
did, and in a basically half a year is what he did it in because he was gone for the last 4 or 5 months of the season. But Thomas won a tournament. Then he defended. That's a pretty big deal.
I would love to know the poll numbers on this one.
I was gonna say I want to see because I think
I feel like
three,
if all the closest, this might have been the closest.
yeah, because I think it would have been Nikki, Andrew, Thomas.
I love that.
Mhm. Look, we're all the Star Wars players are winners in my book.
Yes,
Mhm.
Hundo.
We all have
Yes.
awards in our hearts.
Here.
You all have
I'm touched.
Each of you have awards like the one that's hanging behind Jake's head,
Wait, what?
the medal.
Oh, yeah. The medallion?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is that
is that the one
new
from Yavin?
medallion, Yeah.
Nice.
All right, next one is Team of the Year. Again, Locke, Shazam.
Yeah.
Greatest team of all
Yeah.
time, I think, right? Yeah, I think at this point.
Yeah, they had the belts pretty much all year.
Yeah, they beat.
Pretty much.
Who did they beat to take them from? Was it Corruption? It was Corruption
No.
at Collision, wasn't it?
No, I think Shazam already had the belts. So Shazam
Did they have
already
them all
had
year
the
long?
belts.
You're right. They did have them all year.
was
Yeah,
a
I'm
long
pretty sure they
year.
had them all year.
No, I thought they didn't. Didn't they lose a spectacular last year?
It was a long year. Yeah.
Did they win them from?
Last.
Yeah, because remember this year was the first year they've ever actually won spectacular.
did?
That
Yeah,
was the
they
one thing
broke
that
their
they'd ever
curse.
Oh, they beat Otter Couple.
Otter
That's what it was.
Couple.
That's what it was.
I was gonna say I think it was JTE and Snyder that had the belts.
That's right. Odd
So
Couple had
long
them for the
ago.
first half of the year, but we didn't see them at all. And then the unfortunate retirement of Andraco led to Janine stepping in, and that match was incredible. Yeah, that match was
I
incredible.
mean, and Draco and Snyder had the belts, not JTE.
Yeah.
But thank you, chat. This is why we keep you around.
Uh-huh.
We always get corrected at least
I don't
7
even
times in
remember
any of our
what,
streams. so.
month that was. That had to be
That was in May.
April. Yeah, around there.
It was because Janine Marisol was like 2 weeks before that, and then she stepped in and played for Draco after that. I would like to know from the chat, did anybody vote other than Shazam? I'm curious if it was.
And why?
I
State
have a
in an
feeling-
essay format as to why you didn't vote for Shazam.
I have a feeling that out of all of the awards, this is probably the one that was very close to unanimous. Like it had to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else was
Because-
nominated? I forget.
It
Corruption,
Corruption.
Danger Zone, King Arthur,
was Shazam.
Shazam, and there was one other team.
I mean, Shazam's also been around
Lightning
the
Time?
longest.
Lightning Time.
Hmm.
Lightning Time. Good call. Well, okay. There's a couple.
Okay.
people who didn't-
Well,
okay.
Brian Ward, an essay format. Please tell us why you didn't vote for Shazam.
Oh, Brian Nussbaum voted Lightning Time.
No, I
Okay,
think
so
he was
maybe it
saying who
wasn't-
else. Yeah, they're all
Maybe it wasn't as
correcting.
unanimous as I thought it was.
No, they're all
I
saying.
think they're all
what
saying.
the
Oh,
team
got
was,
it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So
Interesting. All
yeah,
right.
I would like to everyone who didn't vote for Shazam. My DMs are open. Please send me an essay format. Why you did not vote for them? Just for curiosity purposes. I just want to know your reasonings as to why. Unless you are on that team, Jeffrey Kahn, if you're in the chat, I obviously know that you're going to vote for yourself, as you should.
Jill's trying to go back on Schmo Me the Money and argue with anyone who didn't
I
vote.
am.
It's like, oh, I got my next topic.
Right.
There you
Why
go.
did you? Who other than that? That'd be a good one. Who should have won other than the winners of the awards? And
Yeah.
argue your reasoning.
1, explain yourself, and 2, who do you think you are exactly?
And who are you?
All right, next one is Manager of the Year. and the queen of corruption herself, Shannon Barty, walks away with the victory. But I would imagine it was very close because of what Bobby Gucci did with the Finstock exchanges here.
Was it Gucci though?
Yeah,
Well-
how often was he actually there?
Yes, of course. Yes, but he was the one who was nominated.
If
And then-
Barbarian were nominated, then
100%.
Then it would have been much closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
My
maybe a
vote
little bit of a
would've
koi,
gone.
maybe a little koi in there from the quirky mercs from those shills. But Shannon Barty, I mean, yes, they won the faction award, right?
No, they
Kind of
didn't.
No, they didn't.
No. The faction race is what I
They
meant.
did.
Oh, yeah.
The faction race, not the award. The faction race. I apologize. I got to word it differently. You know?
They won the Grand Pumbaa of awards.
So now that Shannon has won 2 in a row, is the argument of greatest manager of all time a little bit closer? You know,
Who are you going to throw out there? Clark? Or,
Clark was never a manager.
Or not
Fife.
Clark. Sorry.
Emma and
Yeah.
Gucci. I mean, look, we can all say on Gucci, but Gucci has won a couple awards. We get that. I know. But the conversation now that she's won 2 in a row.
I mean, like I've said, I've seen her as a corruption household. I have seen her in literally every single, and corruption are insane people. They will literally have 2 to 3 study sessions a week, at least. If there's a match coming up, it'll be every single day. And Shannon Barney is in every single one of them. Like, even if she's at work and she can only just pop in for a little bit, she will be there. Like, she is the queen for a reason. I will say that. She deserved this award 100%.
I'm not going to argue with her.
yeah. No one wants to get on Shannon's
I'm
bad side.
a glass of champagne in, fight me.
I think that was like a triple glass compared to how you pour champagne, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
It's pink Moscato champagne.
It's probably like 6%.
She's about to be
Better
surprised.
pour another glass and just make sure you like
Just in
it.
case.
Okay, since you're looking at that and that triggered me, my random thing for the day. Here's my random, has nothing to do with anything. Do any of you drink coffee, mate?
No, I drink tea. I don't drink coffee.
Coffee mate?
Not drink the put it in your coffee mate.
Like creamer?
Yes,
Creamer?
specifically coffee mate.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what brand Gabby's is, but
I think I
Oh.
used to do like the hazelnut one. I used
Okay,
to.
stop drinking it. It is 2/3 of the whole entire thing canola oil.
how do you know that?
Because I saw it on TikTok, and if you go in,
Because I saw
look
it.
on the back of the ingredients, it's the second thing listed.
You know
This
what's
is why
gonna
I
be?
drink tea.
You know what the future is gonna be? You know how we always say, "Oh, Google said so." In 10 years, it's gonna be a TikTok said so.
TikTok says
It's this like health
said so.
guru chick, and yeah,
I put regular half and half in my coffee now. Because I don't put very much. I put like a splash in there.
Tim, I agree. Saw it on TikTok. I rolled my eyes, but then I went and had my mom check hers at home, and the second ingredient was canola oil or vegetable oil, and I was like, dump it now.
Blech.
So that's my random blurb of no business
Drink
being on this
tea
show.
instead.
Yeah.
Drink tea instead.
I'll say I'll always pick coffee over tea, but it's very close.
Always tea.
All right, next one is Rookie of the Year. Again, another hotly debated topic that was started by one Tim Sim. And the winner of this one came down to Downtown Griffey Nooms, taking the victory away from Thomas Harper, who many thought was possibly going to win that one. And unfortunately, we didn't get any kind of monologue or anything from Griffey Nooms. It was Gucci talking instead of him. But
Yeah, big unfortunate.
yeah, after his season,
So much Gucci.
going undefeated until spectacular in 2 divisions, Griffey Nooms walks away with the victory, which well deserved again.
Yeah, I voted for Griffey.
I don't remember who I voted for.
Yeah, I can't remember who I
It was
voted
either
for on
Thomas
this
or
one.
Griffey. It was one
I
of
think
them.
actually no. I think I voted for Thomas on this one.
I
You
voted for
probably
Griffey
voted-
because it was 2. Griffey had 2 divisions, and he made it to spectacular for both of them.
Yeah,
So.
true.
So I picked. I understand that Star Wars is the more difficult division, and Harper does have the belt. But again, Star Wars, 12 movies versus anything theatrically released in the history of ever, which could potentially also include Star Wars. So,
yeah,
Griffey Newman was my vote. So, well deserved, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. Our next one is Comeback Player of the Year, and I think we're all very, very happy to see the winner of this one. That is Janine the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
I'm sure it was a very tight race, but if you're in your right mind, you vote Janine the Machine.
Who would it have been tight between? I forgot.
I don't have the list in front of me, unfortunately.
Was it-
Chat,
was
load it up.
Mara was probably up there too.
Was Andrew one of them?
Andrew
Demolanta
DeMolanta was one. Mara was up there. Because Mara came back from pseudo retirement and won the belt. So Mara was also a very solid pick for comeback player. Janine
So
for
it was
happy hour would be really fun.
Janine.
Yeah, that seems
Mara.
like a no-brainer.
Yeah, we'll have her on. Don't worry, she'll be on.
Who else? Oh yeah, Del Rio I think was on there.
Del Rio,
right.
I do like that Del Rio was on. We didn't see a lot of him this year, but to see him I liked seeing him up there. And JTE.
Mm-hmm.
JT definitely made sense, but overall, I think Janine, just her year.
She beat the GOAT, and she almost beat the current singles champion. So,
and then she almost fought her way back to playing the singles champion.
And she almost, I mean, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but that Otter couple match, we know
she carried that match.
We know
she's 100% reason.
She carried that match.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So,
all right, let's see. Moment of the year. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a longer discussion here. And moment of the year, again, if you were in your right mind, you voted for one and one only, and that is Kevin the Smasher Smets' return to Spectacular 6, returning to the stage after his year-long battle with cancer. The Smasher is back, but that is not all. During his announcement or speech, his thank you speech, the most evil man on planet Earth, Mr. Chandra Dhanapani, interrupted him.
So rude.
And kind of stole the mic from him a little bit. And obviously, we now know that their match is going to be kicking off season 9 in late February. Their match will be the first match we see of this new season. So we can kind of open the conversation a little bit about the moment, the award, and then kind of the match as well. This was an obvious one, right? I know there were some really good moments, but this one, it had to happen.
This one sparked a lot of conversations about what you would consider eligible for a moment of the year. So was already
5150. Was that on there? Was that a moment on there? It was on there, right?
So.
Was it?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I think there was 10 nominees for this one, though.
No, that's match of the year. That's match of the year.
Match of the year?
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe match of the year had 10.
This one was Marisol winning. I think
Wild
Mara
Berries.
Coming back to win was nominated.
5150,
Wild Berries,
and Wild
Smets
Berries.
and Chandru. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels weird to include stuff that is a match
Scripted.
being considered a win or a loss because I don't know, that doesn't really feel like a separate moment for the Schmoedown. That's just a win or a loss.
And I think we talked about it when we talked about the nominations, is that for the 5150, for example, instead of saying Damon versus Demolanta 5150, they could have said Andrew's response to winning.
To winning in overtime.
His victory reaction or something. That's a moment. The match itself, that's already nominated for match of the year, the 5150. That wasn't a moment. That's a full match. The Wild Berries returning is a moment. Smets returning is a moment. A match, not so much a moment.
Marisol being the first female to win.
And I think someone had talked about it, but Roxy and Janine's interview
that should have been
her Marisol match, right?
That whole
That's
interview in general that should have been nominated. Yeah.
But I mean, anyway, ultimately, I think all of them would have lost to Smets. So it was kind of like a
Rachel, you're not wrong either.
Agreed. That also
that's a moment. Yeah. That's a great moment. Yeah.
Because that was a wild.
That was crazy. Yeah. That should have been nominated for sure.
If it wasn't for the obvious human aspect of Smets, I would have picked Wild Berries though, because that was one of the funniest bits I have ever seen.
Yeah,
Of,
and people.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say people said that in the live chat that had Smets not come back at that moment, Wild Berries would have.
Yeah, I 100% bought in that she was
her
Chance,
Chance,
dumping Chance, and then all of a sudden
that too.
Dewberry just strolls out, and then the whole entire thing. That was one of the best. What do you want to call it?
Moments.
Not moment, but like
scripted
parts, like
storyline.
Thank you.
Storyline, perhaps.
That was what I was looking for.
What's the story?
Yes.
I don't know, but we're getting them back this season.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
I did want to say I was very, very surprised that Roka and his interview, wasn't nominated for Spectacular.
Yeah.
Like that.
He got his own Big Boy award.
That's true. Yeah,
he did get his own Big Boy.
But still, I mean, like, you probably could have nominated.
Well, because he wasn't on any other type of nomination for anything, so I think that kind of took priority of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so outside of the award, let's open the discussion a little bit about Chunju versus Smets. Thoughts on this match?
The disrespect of him crashing his acceptance speech, like,
rude.
You could see just like the fury in Smets's eyes. He was like so pissed.
Well,
that match was going to be insane.
I just watched it again like 20 minutes ago before we started 20 minutes ago. He didn't say a single word after Chunju left.
He was rattled.
Yeah,
because he knew if he did, it was just going to be bleeps on bleeps on bleeps.
Well, it's funny, and yes, but I think Kevin's scarier when he doesn't talk. He's terrified, like that look, because he has really good control over the way his face looks, and you can see like the fire in his eyes when he doesn't talk, and it's terrible.
Especially with a hoodie on.
Yeah, throw that hoodie on.
A Batman hoodie specifically.
Mm-hmm. I'm fond of the San Diego State hoodie.
I mean, look, there's a couple people in the chat though. It's a couple people who are picking Chunju in this match. This is interesting.
I mean,
this is interesting.
Here's the thing. So I hung out with Kevin and his lovely wife Dasha the other day, and we went to dinner. I feel so sorry for my mother because my mother was with us. And hold on, there's an echo. I think that's on you, Jake. No, does anyone else hear an echo, or is that just me?
I hear it.
Okay. Anyway,
it's still there.
Yes.
Well, that sucks. You have to wait like 2 minutes until.
Cool. I was gonna go on a huge tirade, but I'll wait until I'm not echoey. Oh.
Go on a tirade.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I was with Kevin the other day, and we literally talked about Schmoedown through the entirety of dinner, and we talked about his upcoming match with Chundru. And he was given the opportunity to have an easier route in coming back into the Schmoedown. And he said, no, I want to take the best of the best. I left the best, and I want to come back and play the best. And other than the current belt holder, Chundru, I feel a lot of people would agree that he's probably the best IG player right now. One of them.
Okay,
Parker's up there, Rue is up there, but he's definitely one of the best. And Smets was given the opportunity to have a much easier route coming in. He could have had, easy W, worked his way up, and he said, no, I want to play the best of the best. And
Jill, who are all these easy W's that you've earthed?
He honestly didn't name names, so I can't say that. But it's Smets, so Smets will wreck shop. But he wanted to play Chundru, and he knows how good Chundru is, and because of that, he has been studying like the madman that he is. But Chandru's good, you know. Smets hasn't competed in a bit. We don't know if it's gonna be, you know, he's got to shake it off before he comes back, or if he's gonna be like Mara Kanopik and just come right back in and, oh look, here's my new belt with my first match back. Like, you don't really know what's gonna happen. But Smets did not take the easy route with this. He's very confident, but he also knows that Chandru is scary good. And as you saw from their little tete-a-tete from Spectacular, and now Chandru coming back during this awards acceptance, whew, y'all better be ready for this match, because it's gonna be. I love Smets to death, as you all know, but this is going to be a real coin toss, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a coin toss between him and Chandru. What a way to kick off the season, man. That's for damn sure.
That's what I was going to say. Like, because both of these players have something to prove with this match. Smets has to prove to everyone that he can come back with a vengeance and just, like, blow it out of the water, you know, like almost as if he never left. And he's gone through a lot, obviously. So people are going to be really excited and curious to see how he plays. And then Chandru has been talking a lot of smack,
as he does,
as he does, and so he's got a lot to prove too, just to like come back from his losses and prove that, you know, he can back up the smack talk that he has been tossing around, and, you know, be as good as an IG player as he likes to tell everyone.
I mean, the last two times we saw Chandru, he got verbal beatdowns from Kalinowski and then from Smets. So, like, you know, he's got, like...
And I think this plays a big part. It's in studio.
And as we've seen, Kevin has always done better in studio.
He thrives off the energy, and
yep.
Like, even looking at, even though it wasn't a match, but look at something like Spectacular, where he was thriving off the crowd and Chandru was kind of cowering in the corner after what was happening to him. And not to say that Chandru can't perform inside of a live setting. He did it the Cantina against Mike. Like, he was, you know, very close to beating Mike for the title that night. But I do think that Smets does have some things on his side, you know, and someone had mentioned it. I forget who it was, but look what happened last year with Mara. A lot of people were not expecting her to come back after 2 years. They were thinking, oh, major ring rust. There's no way she's gonna be able to do this. And she took down Chandru. And I'm not saying that's gonna go exactly like how that's gonna go, but don't underestimate him. And Jill said it, like, he's had the last however long to prepare, and it's in a live setting. He's gonna kick off season 9. He knows that the entire community is backing him. Like, there's a lot of pressure, but Smets has some very large shoulders that he can weigh. He can hold all that weight on. So it's gonna be crazy either way. We'll make a pick later on towards the match, but the match itself it's a great match to kick off the season. That's for sure. So it's a really, really good starting match.
I don't wish that kind of pressure on anyone.
You did it last year.
Molly would know.
You were literally the opener last year.
No, that's why I'm like,
I
wouldn't wish that on anybody.
She knows firsthand the pressure.
Brian, any thoughts?
Oh, I mean, what more is there to say? I mean, it's what we want. To be completely honest, if we even just got a strong glimpse of old Smets, I'd be happy, because I mean, just to know that it's still there, which obviously it still is. So yeah,
Facts. And Gordon said it earlier, but Kevin said multiple times, you know, you beat Kevin that day. You didn't play the Smasher. Like, bro, Smasher's coming.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really
Smasher's
play
gonna
him.
smash.
Yeah,
Smasher's gonna smash.
It's not like you played him in his peak performance. So
Smasher gonna smash.
And was that Kevin's one and only time ever playing digital? Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, moving on
That's
to
a
the
good question. Who would we want to be the undercard?
Oh, I have no idea.
Bateman
Is there
for
going to be
Betty.
one?
Bateman for Betty too.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
too
that
early
would
to
be
start
solid.
that.
Why?
It's
Start it off.
never too early,
Let
Brian.
it happen all year long.
Never
Let it
too
happen
early.
all
We
year
need-
long.
No, we need more time to really build that one up.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that's
throw
an
in like
IG match.
a rookie. Throw in some new blood. Let's
an
get the party started.
IG match. So you're probably gonna have a teams match or a singles match to be the undercard. I mean, there's a lot of options.
Oh my god, I would not mind this.
Oh,
But I also kind of would rather save that for a little bit into the season.
that's a live event match.
I mean,
Real Rejects Wildberries is a live
It's fine
event.
with
Why
match.
am I the only one that feels like the real rejects are gonna retire?
Don't put that into the ether.
nah, they're gonna play as much as the Wildberries are gonna play. It's not like we expect the Wildberries to be playing for a belt.
Yeah. I mean, you never
Maybe.
know.
I mean, so
Makuga is the king of guessing.
true, but yeah,
I like a couple people said in the chat Bibbs versus Janine. I think that would
Yeah.
be a great match to.
What
have
did
as an
the-
undercard.
what did the person on the rumor train say? Was there a rumor for who was supposed to be
There
it?
might have been. I'll have to look what the rumor train says. Hold on. I'll have to pull. Oh, it's in my screen.
I'll read a super chat here we have from one Tim Sim, but while you get to that, going back to the Harper conversation, I'm not the only one thinking that Thomas Harper has a chip on his shoulder going into season 9 after losing Rookie of the Year to Griffey Nooms. Am I? I mean, if there's anything that's shown over the last couple months from this guy is that he has a giant chip, even if he wins things. So,
Yeah.
I think it's
He
given
won
by-
Star Wars Player of the Year. Like, I think he's happy with.
He
what
won
he
Star
won.
Wars Player of the Year, and he found a way to
So
call
true.
everybody out. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
come on.
So according to the leaks, as the rumor train already pretty much discredited all of these. But the leaks said Janine Bibbs.
Hmm.
And backup matches. This is why these are rumors, people, because they were like, if that doesn't work, here's 13 different matches that could happen because Video Drew and Jeffrey Kahn, Drew McWeeny, Perry, Ty Lieberman, and then Wildberries versus Real Rejects is like a last option. But
Although that amount
Again,
of chaos in the planning of matches just makes sense for the Schmoedown.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Choo-choo.
Can you play today? No. Can you play today?
Anyway,
Choo-choo.
Curtis, just to answer your question, now that the awards are over, yes, expect everything to be dropped very, very soon.
Ooh.
Possibly even this week, I would imagine. You could probably see
Yeah.
something announced pretty soon as far as maybe the schedule, what it's going to look like before.
If
the
not this
rosters are
week,
announced,
next week.
But the match is in 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
you kind of have to, or maybe it's 4. I don't know, but 3 weeks.
It's
minimum.
the 26th. It's
Yeah,
a
so it has to.
Saturday.
That's all going to come out very, very soon because we have to find out who they're playing for, if they're playing for anybody.
3 weeks.
So, yeah, kind of expect it all to kind of be dropped pretty soon now that the awards are officially in the books. All right, next one. Let's see. We're moving on to upset of the year, and there were a couple options for this one, but the Boston Badass Paige for Betty defeating Ben the Boss Bateman was the ultimate winner in this one. It is the one that I voted for.
Same.
Same.
And the other one that it was really going up against was
Janine and Merle.
That's what it was. And I imagine it was probably pretty split. 'Cause
Yeah.
Janine over Merle is obviously a big victory. But I think a big reason why Ben probably won is because Paige had been calling Ben out all
Yeah.
year.
It was the
That's what
build
tipped
up
it for
and
me.
yeah.
Mhm.
all
It was the
like literally in
build-up
her audition
and-
video, she called out Ben Bateman. Like,
Yep.
She shot her shot before she even set foot in the league, and she shot.
she lived up to it.
She pulled a Babe
Bullseye.
Ruth, if you will.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Called
So
it.
That sports reference.
It's baseball. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's it.
what
all I
teams
have.
did he play for?
He played for the Chicago Cubs and the New York
Nope.
Yankees.
You got one right.
You got one.
I thought he was part of the Cubs curse. It's because they traded Babe
Wrong
Ruth.
curse. Wrong
No,
curse.
wrong curse.
Is this the candy bar man?
He was the Red Sox curse.
Red Sox curse.
Hey,
I knew there
candy
was a
bar man. Oh yes.
That's
yes.
yeah, Babe Ruth. Yeah.
Yes. You're hey,
Baby
good
Ruthie?
connection, Molly. Good connection.
You mean that wavy
Let's bring it back to
deer?
candy. We know where we are. We know who we are. Candy.
Food? What?
Mhm.
Food and candy.
Food?
All right, next one was feud of the year here. Again, a couple of good options here, but the ultimate winner was the Killer Kalinowski and the Chosen Don DePani. Their feud that happened all year long, which eventually ended with Mike beating him at the Cantina for the belt. I know another big one that Brian I know voted for was Gold
I was
Leader and
disappointed.
Harper. But I do think that it made sense that Mike and Chandra won this one.
See, I just
What
I
does Mike call? What does
disagree.
Mike call him? He calls him a oh my god, what's his nickname for him? I'm gonna make me mad now.
Someone in the
Maybe this
chat.
is because I was at the dog park for most of the day today, but I feel like
in the
these
sun
two
drinking.
and that too. These two remind me of like two little yappy dogs just like constantly barking at each other
Chandra
any
and
chance
Mike.
they get. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Jake. Wet Weasel.
What Weasel? That's what it was. Oh my god, it's that nickname
Oh.
is incredible. It's incredible. That alone should win the award. Like, are you kidding me? That's amazing.
No, I
It's quite the nickname.
I think Gold Leader and Harper did it better. It was just non-stop, relentless on every single thing you saw, and just, it never stopped. It's still going.
It doesn't even stop when he's like not on camera. Like
Yeah.
we've gone to trivia with him in Atlanta a couple of times, and he just like talks about Harper the entire time and how crappy he is.
Thomas literally commented on like the main awards video on YouTube, as long as it's not Gold Leader. Like, I feel like if, because a large majority of Schmoedown viewers don't really actively use like Twitter
That's
and
fair.
social media. If they did, I think Harper Gold Leader would have won in a landslide, because a lot of their feuding is via social media, not necessarily like on the videos. So if more people were in the social media space, they would see the absolute beauty that is Thomas Harper versus Gold Leader. But I think, because I did vote Kalinowski Chundru, and because just Kalinowski just dropping that Kalinowski pipe bomb, as I like to call it, at the Cantina with Chundru was just pure perfection. And the person who has to be asked to take a Twitter post down, that's when you know the feud is good.
I was just gonna say that was probably a big catalyst, that just single moment of Chunju coming after the IG goats and Mike stepping in and being like, "No, bro, sorry, not happening."
That's when you know it was, So
I've grown to like Chandra now, so.
Oh, here we go.
Did you say you've grown to like? I mean, same. I was literally texting him the other day. I mean, no, he's a terrible person. He's a heel. He's the heel of the year for a reason.
We're supposed to hate this guy.
He's horrible. He's horrible. He's terrible.
Nothing, Jill, but nothing as bad as Brandon Hanna, right?
No, who?
Fair.
Didn't he make like the Flintstones or something?
Oh,
Something.
Goodness.
The puppeteer.
all right.
Oh my God, let's do that
Brandon
this
Hanna?
year. Let's go from the nice guys to the mean
One
guys this
podcast
year.
already did that, so we don't need to do that.
Oh,
Yeah. No, not.
I mean, give me and Jill enough champagne, we'll go heel.
I know.
That's just called happy hour, guys.
That's true.
Yep.
It's just called happy hour. We'll talk ish on everybody for like an
tea.
hour straight.
Tea.
Spill the tea. We'll spill the tea.
All right, so we did get a Streamlabs from Theral again, and he says you're 101 episodes in honor of Schmoedown, Cruella. Where does Video Drew go this year, and what was your favorite Video Drew moment?
I think Video Drew, if she continues how she was last year, has a #1 title shot.
Yeah.
At least playing for a shot at the title.
I would personally like to see Video Drew be a rogue, because I think she would have a lot of fun with that. But I also know that she does have a lot of fun with her factions. Story-wise, I think rogue makes sense because it's Video Drew.
I agree. I agree with the road.
I like how the echo only shows up when Jill talks.
Yeah, I haven't heard an echo all day long.
That's because it's coming from you.
That's because it's coming.
Whatever.
Mhm.
Whatever.
But my favorite video Drew moment.
Didn't she have like a really good story when she played Griffey Nooms? I feel like
She always does. She's the best.
Well, she
Yeah.
almost beat him.
She almost beat him.
true, but like I specifically remember that match in my head as being just like a really awesome moment for her.
So I
can't
mean,
remember.
Dylan here did say that it was such a fun match.
It
So
was
maybe
fun.
something
Yeah.
specifically happened in that match.
Yeah. She was just like, I forget what she was talking about. She made some really good digs at him that like weren't really digs, but from Video Drew they were.
Yeah. She's the best.
And
I
like
love
he
her.
just like didn't know
didn't know what to do.
what to say.
That's the best thing about.
Oh.
That's the best thing with Video Drew.
Wasn't it
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, crazy fangirl. Yeah.
That's right. The best thing with Video Drew is that she's such a like. It's both like her in real life and her as a character like perfectly intertwined into one thing. And a lot of people just don't know how to respond to her, and that's what makes it even better because they're just like, what is happening? Who is this lady who's like wants to marry me? Like they're like, who is this one word goddess that I'm playing right now? What is happening? Because Video Drew is one word. Please remember that, everybody.
Mhm.
So the match we're thinking of is actually Video Drew versus Dewberry, is what it is.
Oh, that's
Oh, was it?
right.
She tried to
Oh,
marry Dewberry. Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
thought it was Griffey.
It was Dewberry. That's right.
But I do remember the Griffey Nooms match being pretty fun, and probably Griffey Nooms being a little terrified of her. Is
She's the
probably what
best.
happened. I mean, every match that we have with her is it's always different and fun. So.
Entertaining. to
More
say the
Video
least.
Drew 2022.
All right, let's see. Match of the year. This is the one that had the 10 options between it, and the ultimate winner put Alex Damon in the dumps a little bit more because his match where he did lose.
See, now I
did
think
win.
it's a better. He finally won something.
He won a
51-50 Dimolanta Damon won, wins match of the year, and is the one I voted for. To me, it was a clear-cut favorite just because at that time we had never seen something like that where they went into overtime that many times, and the way that it ended with Alex barely missing that question where he thought of it right at the last second, and obviously Alex Damon after 3 years goes down. So to me, it was a clear-cut favorite, but I don't know.
Even
about
I still remember the right answer now. It's like seared into my head
Live.
now.
Yeah.
He wanted me to remind everyone
Oh,
of his 2018
you.
Player of the Year.
This exists, guys. Look at it.
Yeah, of his glory days.
Oh, how the
And-
mighty have
And Brian
fallen.
Ward still uses that photo.
Mhm.
He wanted me. He was like, please show this on the show and have people remember me back when I was the best. So
So, how many of those does he have? Just that one?
just this one, I think.
That's
So-
it?
I feel like he should have more than that. So it would be that one.
Well, like
this
2018, I think, was
year's-
the first awards, though.
Mhm.
Oh, that's true. That's fair.
Alex probably just never got actual physical awards the next time that he's won.
I was
I
going to
remember-
say you could build a wheel by the time.
When he won this, we at the time I don't remember what we were doing or where we were, but he like got a text message or something about it, and he was like, I didn't even know I was nominated for something from the Schmoedown.
You're like, what?
He's like, I won a Schmoedown award. I was
I
like,
won
huh?
a
So-
who?
He won last year. I
Ace
forgot.
won
That
last
I
year.
remember that.
Yeah, that's.
But I was
why.
thinking, I don't know why, I was thinking he has been around for so long that he probably has a bunch of them, but it's a good point. They've only been around.
Yeah, he seems to only win them when there's only like 5 people in the division instead of the 20, 12 or
Because
whatever.
I was going to say build a wheel of you guys' slices.
All right, let's see. Match of the year, faction of the year. This came down what I imagine to 2 factions. The ultimate faction winner in Corruption, but the win did go to the Finstock Exchange, and I think a couple of us voted for them here, if I'm not mistaken. All right, there we go. All of us voted for him.
Even
I
the
mean, after what they did
corruption
this
chill.
year.
Yeah. It's hard to deny the fact that they were in the lead up until the end of Spectacular without having won any belts.
No,
And they had
not even having a single title match.
Having a single title match.
Yeah.
They had the most wins out of like it. Yes, I'm a corruption shill, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. And
Agreed.
Exchange kicked butt.
Yeah, we literally more than what 60% of their team were new players, 75% of their team.
I think they had 3 veterans.
Yeah,
Roka,
I didn't feel like doing
Craig.
the math to get the exact percentage.
I would even kind of consider Taylor in a way a rookie because she only did a free for all and then one.
Yeah, she did one.
She has. I mean, yes, she's not a rookie, but I mean,
she wasn't as seasoned as Roka and JTE.
Yeah, at least 8 of their players were rookies. Like that's unheard of, you know. And we saw what Gold Leader did. Rick Radis is still undefeated. Khan on King Arthur. You know the impact that Brother Lomas had as a character. Like they clearly did their work, and it clearly worked. You know, so.
He terrifies you, Brian. That means his character work is spot on.
God, I wish I would have had him in the background for him to show up right now, but I didn't think about that.
I would leave.
So yeah, I think that one is definitely well deserved. Corruption easily could have won because they won the faction race, but
yeah.
I don't think that a team wins the faction title should ever be a guaranteed to win faction of the year. I don't think that's how it should work.
No.
Well, they weren't. Corruption was never like a clear favorite from the beginning that just was wrecking shop at all times. They were not number one the whole entire season. Yeah. If it was that case, then yeah, that you have a whole different monster. But who knows? This man's not going to even be around next season. You don't even know. Don't even start.
Harsh words. Words.
They're making cuts this year.
Okay. Heel of the year. Couple good options on this one, but the one I think we all expected, Chandru, the chosen Dandapani, and all his ridiculousness all this year long. Walks away with the victory in this one. I think again, well deserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, you get asked to delete a post, like you automatically win. Like I feel like that should just like that's it. Once you're asked to remove calling out somebody, like all right, you win. You're the biggest bad guy of the season. So.
That's who I would have voted for.
Yeah.
Gold Leader's mom.
Oh man.
Gold Leader.
I can't wait to meet her one day.
She is ruthless.
Yeah.
So
Chandru is like there's heel talk and then there's Chandru heel talk.
Yeah.
It seems like it's in its own little category, so I feel like this was a well-deserved award.
It's funny because I think his heel persona has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like him when he was just spouting off insulting stuff like that to the point where I couldn't stand him. I really like him now, so like that tells you the character work has been.
Yeah, I think he's learned to make his punches a little bit more targeted. Which is always nice to see, I guess.
So there's a couple good comments I want to bring up. This is very important to the work he did this year.
That's really the only person that can get an entire live show to root for Mike Kalinowski.
Yeah, that is very, very important. And I think this is also something important to bring up as well. He's not an actor like them.
No.
And these seem to be the 3 greatest heels that we've seen to this point. And
dude is a literal rocket scientist.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that ish for a living. He's just very good at, he's
I see people in the chat calling him the Joker. We gotta save that for Laura.
That's Laura. Laura's the Joker. Yeah. That's Laura.
All right, let's see. One of our favorite awards that we are so happy that she ended up winning this one. Baby Face of the Year.
Yay!
Taking the crown away from Brendan Meyer, but rightfully so. She wowed the Schmoedown community this year with her joyfulness that she brought to playing this game. And that one is probably one of my favorite wins that we have so far in this awards for sure.
Me Me too. I think I literally went, Nikki! Like, I was,
You
like,
mean
so
after
happy.
Abby spoiled it for us 5 seconds before it was announced?
Like, I was still like,
We're like,
'cause she was-
just wait.
she was slightly ahead of us, I think, where we were. But yeah, like Nikki is just an absolute peach. Like she's, yeah.
Just
and
watch our
having-
happy hour. You'll see even more of
Just
her.
watch our happy hour, y'all. But to have a player like her, like she's very similar to like a Molly and like Laura in the Star Wars division. Just having like I don't like she's just like a shining light that we just need in the Star Wars division, and it's just nice to see more of those players in there.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like she works very hard and she studies very hard.
Yes.
But she comes in and is like, "Hey, I'm here to
Yeah.
talk about Star Wars, I
Hello.
guess." And like whenever she would win, she'd be like, "Oh my god, what?"
Yeah.
Like she would be genuinely shocked, and everybody is like, "Oh my god, she is going to take this division by
She's
storm."
cold-blooded killer.
And she's gonna
Right?
do it with a giant smile,
Yeah.
goofy smile on her face. Like
Yep.
I wish her nothing but the best.
Mhm.
And I see her getting that belt from Thomas.
Me too. Me too. And I
can't-
want her to be obsessed with Trixie and Katya. So like, what more can you ask for, really?
this award definitely got crazier for the next couple of years because Brennan has won it the last 2 years. So
That's because he has a literal baby face.
well, yes, but
Yes.
now he has literal competition in this category. So it's going to be very, very interesting. All right, next one here is podcast of the year. And Schmoedown Rundown, the official after show of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, which lives on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel, officially wins the podcast of the year award.
Mhm.
Pew pew pew.
Guys, congratulations.
Pew pew pew. I do want to give a shout out to a lot of the people in the chat who were throwing up the hashtag View Cruise for this when this was being announced. So,
Ooh.
Well, and so
I voted for Beyond.
so did I.
I
voted for Beyond the Schmoedown as well.
I did too. I did too. I'm gonna be honest.
I will say I don't appreciate Brad Gilmore giving us crap.
Yeah,
you know,
Brad.
Yeah, he's a little
With
that
your
little
freaking
stuff talker.
Astros cap.
Doesn't he have another book to write?
Yeah, he did.
He's
with
literally writing a
Kalinowski.
James Bond
He
book.
couldn't.
Yeah,
He
he
couldn't.
with Kalinowski
He couldn't
right
do
now.
it anymore by himself. He had to get Mike Kalinowski to do it for him.
But I did
You
want to
needed
say
help, Brad. You needed help
Mhm.
to write a book. Okay.
I did
Okay,
want
I
to say
guess.
as much as Frank is a rival, he did give the View Crew a lot of credit, and he said that he was kind of a little nervous that the View Crew would have stepped up and voted and
Good.
taken that away from them. So that
Good.
shows
Let
what you
them
guys
fear.
do.
Let
them
them,
fear
let, them,
us.
let them shake in their boots a little bit.
We let them have this one.
Yeah, to the point where they had to bring in another member. Let's just.
You had to bring in more people.
That is true. That
Mhm.
is very true.
Yep.
And yeah,
So-
like I said, let's not forget they live on the actual
Another
Trivia
female
Schmoedown channel.
member.
So
Mm,
Stuff's
Just saying.
rock.
just saying.
just saying.
Real talk though, we love Frankie and Brad. But
Tim Franco. Tim, we're not asking for little answers here, okay?
listen,
Book is done.
let us dig into them a little bit. Give us one moment.
And then the final award, outside of the media award, which we did already talk about, and thank everyone. If you weren't here when we set it up top, we just want to give a big shout out to everyone who voted for us in the media category. Big thank you to everyone. Obviously, it's very cool to have this award in our back pocket now. But the final award of the night, which was a very cool moment in the middle of the show, was the Yodi Award for the Outlaw John Roca, and he got some time to speak in front of the community for a little bit. Just himself, go through some memories and a little highlight reel as well. And rightfully so, on his way out of the league, he gets that Yodi Award. So
Yeah. Deserved.
Well deserved.
Yep.
wow, no special words for John Roca. Wow.
Other than the
I'm just
Yodi
kidding.
Award?
I'm
He
just
got
kidding.
he got
I'm
the
just
special award.
You got the special award where he wasn't given a time limit for his acceptance speech. I
Yeah.
think that's enough.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Even though
Chuck-
he's
not
technically retired, I'm excited to see what else he will pop up and do in the Schmoedown for the coming years. Because he's never going to be really done with it.
Yes.
He needs somewhere to let out his anger.
I mean, he has a YouTube channel. That's what YouTubers do.
Yeah, but you don't get to yell at people like you do on the Schmoedown.
I yell at people on YouTube all the time. What are you talking
Well,
about?
that's because you're drunk half the time. But there's
Oh,
No.
damn!
Okay. Oh, that's the
Brian,
game we're playing, Brian.
How
That's
into
the
your
game
hard
we're
soda are you?
3 sips.
Mm. Mm. Liquid
How's your
courage, huh?
How's your baby drink, Brian?
How much percent alcohol is yours versus mine?
What'd you have for dinner
Look,
today?
look how
Brian?
red he is. Look how red he is.
With 25% of his hard Coca-Cola.
It's red. Because after I said it, I was like, that came out of my mouth, and that was not intended.
Listen,
That was
with
one
your-
of those ones
with
where
your
it just
little baby
flies out.
beverage. And Brian, how old are you again? Remind the class.
Not as old as Molly.
Hey,
Shit. Oh my god.
I will come for you and I will smack you with my fan.
Okay, I'm out before I get in trouble anymore. Like
Wow.
I got
my
you.
glasses are fogging up.
Oh my god. Okay. This is with Brian having drinking 25% of a hard soda, which is probably 5% alcohol.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow, he went there.
Wow.
Well,
Wow. Okay,
well-
everyone roast Brian in the chat, everybody. It's time for a Brian roast. He's a 32-year-old man who only eats chicken nuggets and he can't stand this.
Dinosaur chicken nuggets. Get it right.
That makes it better? Brian?
Yes, absolutely.
That makes it better?
Dinosaur shapes taste way better than all the regular ones.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
You got my veins popping out of my head over here. I'm laughing so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that is a great way to end the show
You
tonight.
Piece of
Actual garbage.
you piece of literal garbage.
I did want to answer.
I'm
the quick
sweating.
Take your hard soda.
I know. My orange
Oh,
soda.
Nugs. I'll send you an
Gotta
onion
breathe.
in the mail.
No, please don't.
Just gonna send you an onion in the mail.
Gotta breathe. Gotta breathe.
It'll be like the horse head in the bed. We'll just fill his bed with onions.
When you guys come up for Jake's wedding.
Just send him onions.
Oh man.
God.
Okay, I did want to answer this real quick before we head out. Nussbaum, as of now, there will be a show next week. The Super Bowl is that day, but it's at 3:30. Our show's not till 6. And Valentine's Day is actually on Monday, not Sunday. So boom.
Yeah, we could bring all of our Super Bowl snacks on the show.
Oh,
'Cause I'm gonna make dip.
You mean Hilo's chicken dip?
yeah, the buffalo chicken dip. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
this
gonna make
buffalo
that
chicken
again.
dip.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
that was one of the funniest things to ever happen.
That was totally Jake and Sean, by the way.
Yeah.
100%.
No,
It was-
Sean.
No,
No.
I have video footage.
Oh, you whistled.
It's
I have
you.
video footage. It was Sean. It was
No.
absolutely
It was
Sean.
both of you.
You know what? I'm gonna bring up that video right now.
Good because it was 100% you.
Anyway,
told you-
so continuing with the Brian.
I told
roast
you,
real
Rachel.
quick,
We're going all heel this year.
can we continue? Can we continue with the
It's
roast
true.
of Brian, please?
Oh my
what else is
gosh.
there?
Can we please do a roast? I want to
I'm
do
so
it.
Did
I
we
want to
talk
roast.
about
Really?
did we talk about like hosting a roast of Christian Harloff? Like I feel like we talked about this.
I want
I
no
think we
part of it.
did.
I swear we talked about this.
Oh god.
He would probably love that. He would hate it, but also love it,
Oh yeah,
and that would be so much fun.
yeah. But
If
we'd
we-
have to get like Ellis. We'd have to get like Makuga.
Mhm.
Like yeah,
Ken.
Ken.
Mm. Everyone that knows like the good secrets,
The good tea.
the good tea. Yeah.
He
Did you
can't
lose the
prove he's
video?
wrong.
Did you-
No,
oh,
it's on Twitter, not YouTube. That's where it is. It's on.
Okay, we'll share screens, homeboy. Let's go.
I'm trying to look. I can't just relax.
That is one of the funniest things. And then them Molly just running it. Oh no!
I'm like, no, not my chicken. buffalo chicken.
I wasn't in the room, so I couldn't do anything at that point in time.
Oh God.
Now I have to see the video.
Yes, you see, Robert, it wouldn't be the fans doing the roast. We would get like people that know Harloff to roast Harloff. But we would
'cause
host it.
the fans would tear him up in
The
like
fans
not a
would
funny
just,
way.
yeah, no, that's not a roast. That's just being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to just be mean to him for being mean's sake.
No,
Like it would
that's
be
not what a
funny.
roast is.
It would be funny and also heartfelt.
Exactly. Because
Whereas
Christian
the
puts
fans, it would just be me.
Christian puts a lot of work into this. He's the reason why we're all here.
Yeah, he's the reason we got
Yeah.
the award, right? Isn't that what Reddit said?
Apparently, according to Brian is sassy tonight.
The sass. I'm gonna mail you one of my fans.
Okay,
Brian
that's
is-
fair.
Give Brian some hard sodas, and his sass meter comes out.
I want the
Good
one that says
Lord.
shade. Just
That
shade.
one's
Ooh.
like this big.
Yeah, that might be a little too much. Love me a shade. It's because I've been watching too much RuPaul's Drag Race. So
It's my fault, and I'm not even sorry.
yeah, the library's
The
open.
library is now. Oh, because reading is what?
Fundamental.
I'm gonna have to.
Boo.
Aw.
I'm kidding.
Jesus. I'm gonna have to go back and find the video, and I will
Molly's
retweet it.
rifling through her shades.
I will.
There it is. Do you have a
This is
drawer
so
full of fans? Fan
Maybe.
drawer? Oh god. Okay.
Maybe.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and find it. I'm gonna retweet it because it's from 2 years ago, so it's a long time ago. But it's of Hilo eating some buffalo and chicken dip on top of Molly's desk, and I'll make sure I retweet it. I'll put it in our Discord for the POV, the View crew, and I'll make sure it gets out there to see who really whistled first.
I'm sure. I feel like we may have.
Oh,
gotten, like-
post it and then do a poll.
Yes. I feel like because we won the award, I feel like we maybe got like 1 or 2 new viewers, and like I just imagine them sitting there watching us, going, "Really, these guys won an award? We're just here to."
This is an award-winning conversation that we're having right now.
Cheers to that.
There is one last Streamlabs before we get out of here, and it comes from Drunk Brian. And it says,
Meta.
I remember when I had my first drink tonight.
It was like tonight. Yeah, that's fair. It was actually 2 nights ago, but yeah.
We love to see it.
Oh, man.
We love to see
I
it.
already told Jake I'm gonna bring a case of these to his wedding, just on my shoulder.
No, you're not.
Molly and I are going to introduce you to actual drinks, Brian.
We're gonna have actual drinks there.
We're gonna slowly ease it. We're gonna slowly.
Oh,
if
there's no easing at the wedding.
If they're anything like Molly's margaritas, I think I need a hospital IV hooked up to me at all times.
Hey.
I'm gonna have a camel pack of my margaritas, little straw in my mouth.
You're gonna be that chicken that's on the table doing slap the bag of your margaritas, just pouring them out.
Who wants one?
Love it. We stand.
You're right, Robert. You're right.
That's us.
Thank you. That's a great way to get out of here for the night, everybody. We hope you all have a great rest of the week. We won't be doing anything publicly on YouTube for the rest of the week, but we'll be doing Patreon stuff. So make sure you sign up on the Patreon. Q&A, we're going to be recording it this week. We got a reaction coming your way as well. We'll be figuring out bar trivia and the watch along, which will all be headed your way for polls and information and all that type of stuff. And before we get out of here, we'll do some quick plugs. Jill, start us off.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Jilly Marie, 2 I's, 2 E's. And that's it. I don't really have anything creative. We talk about food, drinking, and sometimes we talk about the Schmoedown on occasion.
Those are called juice boxes.
Okay, boxed wine is great though. No shame in the box wine game, man. It's anyway. But yeah, we're trying to I think we have locked a happy hour date.
We're deciding between 2 at the moment, so it is coming. We'll probably announce it this week, I would say.
We could probably announce what we're doing.
Sure.
Or do you want to wait?
Wait and make an image, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
It's good.
I
though.
just threw
Gonna
more
be
work
good.
at you, but
Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm not just planning a wedding, have a full-time job. Like,
Thanks.
thank you.
Have Brian make the thumbnail.
oh please,
Uh-huh.
I'll do. See, I'm totally down. There's no way in heck that he would ever let me.
Oh.
I could make
Okay. Hold on. So Jake, you can make like the official YouTube thumbnail, but can Brian make like the title card thumbnail?
No, his OCD will not.
Why?
No.
He's so good.
Brian, make your thumbnail, and I'll share that one
Okay.
around.
Mickey would be correct.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Brian Ward do it on the side, and then just be like, "Look, you guys." And Jake's gonna be like, no.
I'm not going to believe for a second that you're capable of doing that. So
If it's not in MS Paint, then Brian didn't do it.
Oh.
Paint, I'd just throw it in Microsoft Word or something.
what?
Thank you,
Word?
Haskell.
What?
I was being
Anyway.
sarcastic.
Do it in the big block letters on like the PowerPoint.
No, it has to be in Comic Sans.
A slide. It's
Yeah.
just a PowerPoint slide that I screenshot.
Brian, where can everyone find you online?
Be of Alcino on Twitter and Apocalypse Movies. What are we doing tomorrow on Tuesday? It's not tomorrow anymore. It's Tuesday.
Missed you asking that question though.
Yeah, it's because it hasn't been announced. We don't know what we're doing yet.
You don't know what we're doing yet.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him until the day of. Just make it a mystery.
I finally get to be on it since volleyball's late for me. So, and then Fandalorian because it's ending this week. Oh no!
Molly,
this
you're
is
not wrong.
It's true.
You're not wrong.
It's true. Vapion's correct.
Oh,
People were saying if there's only one slice who gets the award, I think we all agree that it's going to this dude right here.
Vapion,
so.
you're my new best friend.
okay.
So
Can we talk about how Jake, when he goes on his honeymoon for 2 weeks, I get to be in charge of everything?
Ooh.
Thumbnails.
You're not doing
Yes.
thumbnails.
no, Jake is doing all the thumbnails before he leaves.
Sorry.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
You're not doing a single thumbnail. Sorry.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get you a celebrity guest on your show for that week or two.
Oh, yeah. I'll be doing Jake's Whiskey Jedi for the 2 weeks that he's gone.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
This will be the whiskey. Just
I'm
different
gonna call in
flavors.
every favor.
Whiskey.
Okay, honestly, I'm not against this. Facts.
I mean,
Yeah.
Facts. We wouldn't be here without her.
True.
Our mod,
True.
She is
the mod
the,
squad.
Hashtag mod squad.
She is the wheel that drives this boat. Not a
She's
boat.
a
We don't
saint.
like boats around here.
I like boats. What are you talking about?
No, we don't like boats.
Hey, back on track for some plugging. Molly.
It was a dig for Brad.
Oh, yeah. Screw boats, man. Meow.
Hover boats, maybe. Plugs. At Molly Damon on Twitter. At Molly Mander on Instagram. Star Wars Explained on YouTube. We're doing probably a big longer than last
Oh
week
my God.
live stream again for the finale of Book of Boba Fett.
Wasn't the
We
last
went
I think it
for
was like 3 hours.
It was 3.5.
3.5
Yeah.
hours was the last one, so who knows how long the one
You guys need to start at like 1 o'clock your time.
this week is going to be.
Let's put it
And-
this way. It went so long, Thomas Harper shut up.
Yeah.
That's how long about Star Wars.
Yeah, it was a long time, but it was great, and we're very excited to do it again. Excited for our guest, which we're not going to announce just yet, but stay tuned for that.
It's the rumor train.
It's the rumor train.
Could you imagine the rumor train on
Oh,
Star Wars
God.
Explained talking?
I don't. They would be shut down. You know, not
They would be
swear words.
shut down.
It would
amount
just
of
be a
sound
constant live stream because there's
all
too
the
many
sound clips
rumors.
and videos that he would show. Oh my god.
Alex would have to have his finger at all times on the beep button, ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
God.
check us out on TikTok because we had
Oh
a
my
TikTok.
God.
Oh
me, Daddy.
my god.
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
texted
So
I
good.
watched it and like I know a lot of people will like say, "Oh my god, I spit out my drink watching this," and they did. I legit spit out my wine
So
because
good.
I was laughing so freaking hard over this damn TikTok that they
It was,
We-
it was
posted.
great.
We filmed
So
a
good.
TikTok that was like Star Wars Smash or Pass, which we did it on a complete whim.
Oh,
and I was
My
'cause I
favorite was
like,
the
"Let's just-"
beginning. The
You
old
can't- you
people.
can't- no,
How do we change this?
Oh yeah, I was like, "How do I wait?"
You
What do I
can't talk
press?
about it. You gotta let the class go watch it. Just go find
Anyways.
them on
That's
TikTok.
fair.
Yeah, it was like one of those things that like Alex would never have done that, but I just like caught him in the right moment, and I was like, "Let's do this and let's post it right now." And it
so
had like
good.
30,000-40,000 views last
Is it
time
that
I checked
high
it.
already?
It's
Yes.
so good.
And I was like, "Oh no."
It's so good. It's so good.
Now you gotta live up to it, Molly.
Yeah, now we have to keep doing silly stuff like
now
that.
you just gotta push, like, you have to post
It's
more,
at
like,
87.3 thousand
yes!
I have to learn how to use TikTok.
We
And
love,
how do you know how to use it?
we love Star Wars Explained After Dark. We love it.
It's
Yes.
been shared
Post
over
more.
128 times.
Yes.
No, I shouldn't have said anything.
Go watch it. It's great.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, before this goes too off the rails here, you can find me at Qui-Gon Jake, 2 N's. Someone else took it before I did. Schmoedown POV on Twitter. Again, we won't be having a show until next Sunday. We'll be back. We will have a show next Sunday, but we'll be doing all kinds of Patreon stuff. So check that out. Again, it's at the link in the description. I'm sure our mods will throw it up in the chat a little bit late here, but huge shout out to everyone who gave us a vote in the awards. We cannot thank you enough. It's an absolute honor to be the media award winners. Cheek sticks.
That's the part that made me spit
I'm
my
ending
wine
the show.
out.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.